Hey guys, Phil here. Just wanted to explain a little bit about tonight's episode. So last week you heard some live, walking through the market. So we hope you were okay with that sound. Kenny and I have been after a little bit more, unique experiences in the audio sound that we can get. And so tonight what you're going to hear is a dinner that we had with Christos, the founder of Aelo. So the sound isn't perfect. It's when you're in live environments, it's definitely not perfect. But we got together with Christos, and then we had dinner with him and talked about Aelo and a new launch they're doing. So we hope you enjoy this. If you love it, if you hate it, ping us so we kind of know how you feel about it. All right, thanks. Hope you enjoy the episode. This podcast is sponsored by Field Agent Canada.
Phil, I think you know, and most people who know me know, that I'm not a huge fan of demos. I do love the sampling. I want people to try my product, but I'm not convinced that the demos available today for vendors are very effective. I think they chew up a lot of time. There's a lot of product waste, and I'm never convinced that they're actually targeting the right people.
Okay, Smarty Pants, what do you do that's different?
Buy and try from Field Agent. 300,000 consumers in their shopping panel that goes across the country. These people go to the store, buy your product, have to complete a survey on what they loved, what they didn't love about your product. Get that feedback to you as quickly as possible so that you can start making the right decisions.
I like that. I think it's also really great for products that are really difficult to sample.
Absolutely. Shampoo, laundry detergent, toothpaste, deodorant, endless. And you think about it, Phil, these people get to take the product home into their own homes, into their natural environments, and give this stuff a try. It's affordable, it's fast, it's across the country, all cities. It is awesome.
This podcast is sponsored by Field Agent Canada. You guys know us. We don't endorse anyone or any product or any service we don't believe in. We've been customers of Field Agent before. They're amazing. If you need to drive trial, you need Field Agent Canada. Head to www.fieldagentcanada.com to check it out.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
Hey, give me a notepad. Okay.
Okay. I got sound sorted out. We're recording.
Are we on already?
Good. Oh yeah, we've been on for a little bit.
Okay.
So we have no trade secrets. No trade secrets. So
We just gave- okay, so-
We were just kidding, guys. We love you all, guys. We love you all.
all that shit will go away. So
We yelled at Costco, we yelling at everybody.
all that shit will go away.
Okay.
I promise.
There is actually the food is very good. Food is seriously good. So
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
Okay, wait. What is this? This is the limoncello.
so this is the limoncello spritz. There is nothing like this on the market. We're the very first ones that we do limoncello spritz. It's a limited edition. It's all pre-sold, and if you have a store and you want to get it in, you want.
I like it. I agree with you. I like the color. I like the taste. I like the look.
You would help me way more if you tell me what you don't like.
What, do I have to not like something?
Yes, that's how we improve.
I don't like you.
That's fair.
Oh, come on.
But they know it's a lie.
That's fair. That's fair.
Come on.
That's fair. That's
You know
fair.
what I don't like?
Let me get glasses.
You know what I don't like? I don't like people giving me a case of 4 with only 3 in it. I got ripped off a can.
That's fair.
That's what I don't like.
That's fair.
What are you talking about?
That's fair.
He gave the can to someone else. He didn't give
Oh
someone
yeah,
else.
yeah.
I got ripped off.
Yeah. You got. That's true.
talking about?
I do.
Just drink one and then you'll have an even two.
I actually,
There's supposed to be 4 in there.
yes. So
There's 3.
one of the servers here, she's one of our biggest fans, and she's like again, this is not on the market. And she's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "This is not for you." And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "This is like the new one. Da, da, da. I'll give you a can, and I want you to promise me no pictures, no social media. I'll put it on a glass here for you now. Drink it, enjoy it, and that's about it."
What she said?
I am surprised.
She said that she likes it.
To be honest with you, and it's
I need at least a tiny bit of this tea at the end,
but you know what? I'm not.
but I'm not bothered.
But it's not offensive.
No.
So to me, because it wasn't offensive, which I find stevia offensive, I really don't like
It
stevia.
is. It is.
What I found is, I'm thinking. So I wonder if that's like a little like of a bitterness of the lemon or something else he's put in there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I
Because
see.
I really like this, and I don't need to tell you to like it. Trust me.
I do
don't
believe that.
like you that much. I mean, I
Thank-
love you, man. But
Thank
let's
you.
be serious.
No. You know what?
but
This is that's what I'm always saying to people. I'm like, because
I've never lied, buddy. I tell you, I don't care. You know why? Even if I don't like it, it then wouldn't be for me.
Yeah.
This is a good product. I'm telling you right now, this is a good product.
thank you.
You can be proud of it. It's a good
No,
product.
it's great. It's
But
great.
that's
The
serious.
lemon's
What's
a
that?
nice full flavor.
I like it. I like the fact that it's not an overly sweet.
Yeah.
So I can drink this in the sun without having to drink 70 gallons of water because the sugar's driving me crazy.
But it's not sour. Like I'm not puckering.
But it still gives you a
You know
little
what I
bit of
mean?
the sourness.
No,
But not
I like
pucker.
the lemon.
I like it.
No.
Some feedback that I got is that it has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, and I'm like, it should have a bitter
supposed to.
aftertaste because it's a spritz.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
I don't taste a bit of it.
No. But it's not. I think what they're looking for is sweet all the way through. That's not what. That's not what.
That's not the flavor profile. Yeah.
That's then you don't know what you're drinking.
Thank
It's
you.
supposed to be like this. This is as close as you're going to get without being like a natural limoncello.
That's true.
So, which I mean, the whole point
That's true.
is so that we can have 50 of these in the sun and not worry about
Thank you for
falling
that.
into the ocean or wherever you're at. I quite like this.
I'm trying to. I actually trying to find something wrong with it, but I can't.
If you find something wrong with it, I would really appreciate it because this is the only
I'm
way
working.
back. I'm going
I
back.
promise you, I'm working on it.
I'm going back to we got rid of
that we can be better
We
at everything we do. Actually, Lily, you've met Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried it today,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm like, what do you think? She's like, I love it. Like,
You know the best part is
Don't tell me
but
you
it's not a woman drink. That's the thing. Again,
this is not. Yeah.
this is like a really nice sub. Not that there's such thing as a woman drink. We'll get canceled for these talks.
Not
Bottom line
anymore.
is,
Not anymore.
I don't care.
No, things
No,
are
because I-
things are changing.
Well, it's not even that.
Things are changing.
February.
Yeah, it's not. It's not quite February yet.
Wait a minute.
But I do like this because this is a so like again if you didn't want to get into the bullshit of telling people it's non-alcohol and why aren't you drinking alcohol, like who cares about the story? They would just assume like this is really good. I'm serious. I don't need to tell you that. I really like this.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think what the next one should be though.
So right now we have 5, and
Are you going to do a Negroni or no?
Well, I haven't even launched this. Wait, let's-
Wait, I'm going for the next one. I forget this is sold. We
So-
need something new.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
already out.
Yeah, well, if this is actually going to be a hit, which we expect to be a hit because it's all pre-sold,
I don't see why it wouldn't be a hit, buddy.
we'll work on a few new things.
We're gonna try the Aperol Spritz too,
Whatever you guys want.
because I'm dying to. I'm curious on that one too.
You haven't tried the spritz?
I don't think so. I remember the first time I
What
tried
do you mean? I'm pretty sure we've tried it. I've tried the peach Bellini for sure.
I've done those
And
two.
then the
This was the
margarita
first.
we've
thing
Yeah,
I
that was the
tried.
first one.
Gin and tonic
So
was
when
the
I
first
tried
one.
this at
Yeah,
CHFA 3 years ago,
2.5 years ago. Yeah.
2.5. The funny thing was, I remember I walked by. I didn't know you yet, so I tried it, and then I thought, "Fuck! I didn't know CHFA did alcohol."
Yeah. That's exactly
remember I told
That's
you
exactly how she was like, "What are you doing here?"
I said,
I'm
"When
like-
did they start selling? When we were allowed to sell booze in here? Like, I didn't think it was. I
Show
didn't."
me your license.
And then he goes, "It's not alcohol." I said, "Whatever. You don't have to lie."
That's good.
But I remember that time with you because I didn't understand. I thought, how'd you get in here?
Yeah.
Right?
I would buy this. I would try
I'd
that
buy
all
this.
summer actually.
Yeah. I like the fact that I could drink it and I don't have to worry about the
Yeah.
alcohol.
Have we started the conversation or not yet?
I don't know. I've been recording forever, so
Okay.
I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. But
I don't care.
No, I really like it.
Honestly, the market since then have changed so much Because when we were at CHFA, that's actually a very good example that you just mentioned, and that's exactly how I met Kenny. When we were pitching to stores were laughing. They were like, alcohol-free, or non-alcoholic cocktail. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And like, look around you. Like, as an example, London Drugs. Right now, they have one of the best alcohol-free selections in Western Canada.
Yeah.
And they literally went from 0 to 60 SKUs.
Yeah.
60.
Overnight.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
It tells you there was a pent-up demand for good non-alcohol.
Good, yeah.
The problem was the alcohol-free shit that we had was shit. It didn't taste good. Like, seriously. I mean, even, I think, and I give credit sometimes, I think the Europeans were a little bit more ahead. Like, even when we went to the Euros in 16 in France, about the third game in, we're drinking these beers and thinking, like, we're drinking quite a bit of beer, but we're not, these beers are like super light. And then we find out, you know what, the last 3 games at full pop, it was non-alcoholic Carlsberg. And you're thinking, like, first off, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Should have been at a discount. You don't charge the alcohol price for the non-alcohol. But we didn't know.
Wait, why not?
Because it's wrong. That's why.
No, why?
Yeah, because.
Why?
Because we were expecting to have an alcoholic drink, and I got ripped off the alcohol.
No, but you didn't know. Okay.
That's
whatever.
the point. That's a little sneaky.
I don't think so.
But you know what? Seriously, what we started with us, the buddies, thought, okay, it took us 3 games to clue in. I mean, we're not the brightest people on the best day, but we're not that stupid.
Well, you also thought you were drunk.
No, we didn't think that. I think that's the part we're thinking. Like, just how we can drink a
You
lot.
thought you were drunk, that's why.
Like, we can drink.
Yeah.
But this is like we're killing it. This trip. Like, holy moly! And yeah, you don't know. So then you started trying some of the other non-alcohol. This last year in Germany, I drank a lot of non-alcoholic beers, and they're really good, right? But in terms of this was nothing yet. I mean, when you came in, I think I even told you that time, I had already seen a lot of brands coming. They were already, this place was going to get saturated fast because I think you guys hopped on a trend at the right time, like right at the beginning. And this isn't a fad. This is a trend. My kids do this shit. They don't drink. Well, one of them does it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're looking for non-alcoholic drinks, period.
What's actually happening right now, if you want to dig into the statistics and numbers and the researches and everything, every time that we go in through like economic recessions and tough times and whatever is happening in this world, always the alcohol consumption spikes.
Yeah.
This is the very first time in recorded history that we're going through weird times and alcohol actually declines. And all the new generations, they're not big on alcohol. Gen Z, which is the generation that is supposed to get things done now, they're not big on alcohol.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
I mean, how many more reports do we need? Just ice. How many more reports do we need now that are even saying that, do you remember, like, when we were growing up, you could have a glass of wine a day?
I do not, because we didn't grow up together.
That's in the world. Well, because you came from different, that was a normal.
Number one.
Yeah.
And number two, you have triple my age. So.
Oh, triple your age. Holy shit. Okay. Now that I got ripped off a bottle and he's being an ass. Holy shit. Well, now we're doing steaks tonight. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Relax.
Why don't we look into the menu so we order, because it's going to take like 25-ish minutes for the food to come in?
No, I think what it is, I do it. I mean, it's definitively a whole different trend. Now they're even suggesting we shouldn't even drink alcohol anymore. I mean, there's been enough doctors saying if alcohol came out today, it would have the same warnings as cigarettes. That's how concerning it is.
They're up to add the same kind of like label in alcohol as well in the States, and soon it will be up here as well.
I know, crazy though.
Which is going to hurt the alcohol business a lot, based on my personal experience.
Well, I think like everything. I mean, you still have 15% of the population that smokes. Alcohol, I don't think is going to drop to 0. But even if it drops to 25%, if it was 50 or whatever the number was, it's a hit, man. That's a big deal.
Also, look around you. What's happening around you? Like, we're, I don't know, one of the top craft brewery places in the world and
yeah.
see what's happening
See what's happening. Half are closed.
just in Vancouver. Yeah, which is very sad. Like
It
the
is sad.
saddest, the
A lot
saddest
of cool
part.
businesses.
Number
A lot of
one.
cool people.
Number one, and number two, the saddest part for me, at least personally, from my point of view, is people and families losing their jobs, losing their income.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
in the uncertainty of nowadays, like
Yeah.
that's number one stress, and I am trying to take care of our people as much as possible.
You got a chance for a long-term play here because this trend is not going away.
Yeah, this trend
It's
is
just not going
here.
away. This is a lifestyle thing, and people, I mean, especially younger people, are going to be a lot more healthy than my generation was, and going to be healthier than yours, right? Because you're not that far behind. Triple my ass. He's
Double.
not 20.
But
I'm not trained.
what do you mean he looks like he's 20?
I'm
What
30.
about that for-
I'm 36. 36.
Yeah.
So you could easily be my dad.
Yes. Yes.
How old are you?
Yes.
Old
His
enough
son
to
is
be your
actually.
dad.
Yeah.
No, like I'm 59.
15. Yeah, oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
My actually, and that's not to adjust.
Walking a thin line, young man. Walking a thin line.
59 or 54? What did you say? 59.
59 in April.
Wow.
Oh, wow, I was right.
I actually, when I first moved here, I was like this August. It's going to be just 10 years that I'm in Canada, and I moved here when I was 26.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks after I moved, my dad passed away, and he was 49.
Oh wow.
So that's why I'm like definitely my dad.
Yeah.
That's young, man.
Yeah, unfortunately he had ALS.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But the good part is we didn't see him suffering. We didn't see him like going through this. Like he went through some like tough times, and it is very challenging. It's very sad to see like a big, strong man going down.
Yeah.
But thank God we didn't see him actual like being locked and not being able to do things. But c'est la vie.
That's all it ever is. But
C'est la vie,
it
c'est la
is,
vie.
guy. I mean, it is what it is.
Is this too loud? Should I take it down?
No, I quite like it, to be honest with you.
Should be fun. Yeah, because you're not worried about mics.
No, I'm not.
You're sure that it's not
No,
too
it's
loud?
fine,
Okay.
it's fine. Thank you.
Food wise, did we see what we
What
want?
do you have?
I'm not. Do you like bananas?
Do I like bananas?
Yeah.
I love bananas.
I hate bananas.
Okay.
That means everybody has a completely different palate. I cannot.
Being a smart ass. What do you normally have? You loser?
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
So bombastic for.
Okay. And what am I gonna have?
The poke? No, I'm just
The Pokeball. The Pokeball.
bananas.
I love bananas. You know what's the interesting part? You know I have a baby, right?
Yeah.
She loves bananas.
Yeah.
She
Babies
loves
love
banana bread, banana this, banana that, and I feed her bananas, and then I'm all sticky, and I have to lick my fingers, and unfortunately, I'm eating bananas.
That's what kids will
I
do.
hate bananas, but
Apparently not that much.
I absolutely hate it. I cannot even smell it. I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, no.
It's different when your kids are doing it, though, right? They kind of got this ability to make you.
That's the love.
You don't want to do.
She's the love of my life. Like man,
Let's see the latest pictures.
man. That's
How old is she now?
she's now just a year.
Okay.
A year and 2 weeks.
You're so screwed.
Big time.
You're so screwed.
Best thing ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
That little vacuum.
Oh my. So cute.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah.
That little vacuum is her love.
My boy, because I have three. My boy used to have a lawnmower, like the little lawnmower you push it and it pops, and he like the vacuum did everywhere,
Really?
right? Like, everywhere he would go, it was just you know. And then when I would cut the grass, he would actually follow behind.
Not so funny.
That's actually yesterday.
Oh, it's amazing out in the snow.
Man, it's honestly.
Kids are like a game changer. You know?
Yeah, she's wearing like 2-year-old like clothes.
Yeah.
She's a big baby. She's already 15 kg.
Oh wow,
She's super cute, man.
Okay.
It's a beast.
Super cute.
Honestly, we all wear so many hats. You're a friend and a co-worker and a volunteer and a cousin and whatever. My number one hat I'm a father. Period.
Yeah.
And that's not negotiable. Like I love my wife to death, but I'm like, I'll use you as a human shield to protect that kid. Like,
Oh, trust me, she'll use you for this exact same.
yeah. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, you're pretty
But I don't think we'll get to that point. I'm too fast.
hang on to that dream.
And
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll ask you in about 12, 13 years. Yeah, right.
you know what I've actually understood is if you're not a baby or a dog, there is no unconditional love for you.
No.
100% that's true.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it bizarre how and it's like it's instantaneous. It's really weird, right? Because this thing comes out, you don't know him or her, like there's nothing, and yet it's immediate. Like it's really weird.
This is the best thing ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Like if I knew it was going to be like this,
But it doesn't by now.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, you have to ask the wife if that's
If
okay,
I gotta ask my 3D printer, of course.
Yeah.
If not, it doesn't.
but 3D printer, right?
Yeah.
Like 3, 4, easy. I'm already like.
With three, I don't.
Well, don't you?
Everybody asks us that too. They're like, "Are you crazy?" And we're like, "Actually, it's amazing." Like I think we would have done a fourth if we kind of knew, because it.
I like it too.
But I draw the line at 4. Like 4 is enough.
For instance, can I go ask them to come place
Sure. Oh,
our
sure,
orders,
yeah.
and then we can get the ball rolling?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do
Like
it.
honestly,
Let's do it.
I already asked Nick. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, why do you gotta wait?
I like the Aperol Spritz too.
I like the limoncello.
I like limoncello a lot.
The Aperol Spritz is good. The flavors don't pop for me the same way.
It's,
The limoncello
it's different. The
really-
limoncello had a really nice.
But I wouldn't normally make myself a
We're in
Aperol
Italy.
Spritz.
We
or-
drink these like water.
Yeah. Okay.
Aperol Spritz in a warm day is like heaven.
Really? Oh, no,
Oh my god, like just wonderful.
I
But the
can
problem is
count
though,
on one
but if you have
hand
2 or
how many
3 of
times-
them,
Yeah.
then it's
Oh, no,
then
you're
it's a bit
done.
of a mess,
Yeah, you're
right?
done, right.
But if I could do this, I would do this.
But the
Like, I'm
limoncello and the margarita, I could drink all summer.
I like the gin and tonics too.
Yeah.
Is this still working? Because I went quite far.
No, it should be fine.
Probably.
I just see the. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I got a couple of backups going. So I got that going. It's hooked up to a little machine in there. So I've got each one of these record independently.
Oh, okay.
And then they also record collectively. And then I've got another third one here.
Oh, wow.
Can you tell that sometimes I've screwed up recording? So,
What are we sharing? What?
You pick.
I pick. Okay, no problem.
See if there's bananas or something.
Yeah, they have very, very nice and fresh bananas in there.
Bananas.
Fresh bananas.
And I also, FYI, you guys, I also love okra as well.
Yeah.
Absolute love. Like if you bring me bananas and
I
okras,
can- oh,
we'll
I
be
see.
we'll be besties.
All right.
Yeah. I love that slimy.
I've tried okra probably like 8 different ways. The only way I
8
can
different-
is crispy.
Is there 8 different ways to cook that thing?
Oh,
Oh my
so
God.
many ways
You know
to
what? If
do
you
it.
have it fried, it's different because
Yeah.
it loses that slime.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I saw
It's hard.
them in like chips, like dehydrated, in like a bag, like you potato chips. And
No, man.
Really? One of the guys at CHFA
Someone does them.
he had them and they were like air fried almost like they're like this crispy, and they were good like
They
that.
were very good. You can't have it otherwise. It's slimy.
Yeah.
You're tired today, man.
So I was saying that I could drink the limoncello and your margarita, drink it all summer. This is like park yourself on the deck,
Yeah.
grab one of those. Good.
it is very much appreciated.
So
Thank you so much. Grazie mille.
what's inspiring the flavors though? Like what brought it? I mean, the Aperol, I understand, gin and tonic. I mean, get them all. Like, how'd you get to limoncello?
I like limoncello.
Fair enough.
That is a very
It's a good start.
European
Yeah.
drink, which I do enjoy myself. I'm also emotionally attached with limoncello because I grew up making it with my grandma. Like sometimes I cannot conceive that I have to go to the store to purchase one lemon for $1 versus me growing up. The lemons that we had in our backyard were like basketballs.
Yeah.
So I was literally playing football
Yeah.
for you guys in North America soccer. Yeah. I was like kicking them around. A minute. Hello.
Oh, you have drink menu?
For drinks, I think we just want any wine or beer or
No, seriously.
no.
Happy.
Sure.
Happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to order?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Go ahead, sir.
Give me a second.
Two
okay.
Pokeballs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I should check. There's no mangoes, right?
I'll tell you the story about limoncello. It is.
I'm waiting.
That you and I could never be. So with my
What do you think that is nice for us to share?
Share?
Two or three different things to start, and then we'll order our main.
I recommend spring rolls. Easy to share.
Okay.
Tempered cauliflower.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Hamburg squid.
Squid? Squid?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, good. We'll start with these three.
Squid.
Yes, the three that you just recommended. The gentleman will do 2 Pokeballs. Anything you guys want to adjust in the Pokeball?
No.
No, nothing? Okay. And I'm basic. I'm gonna get that pasta you guys have here. Pasta like an arrocina. Is this comes with any protein or is this the pasta?
Is there like short pasta?
Yeah, is there any protein, like any chicken or anything in there? Or?
Oh, is it with the chorizo?
Oh, the
The meat
chorizo.
chorizo. So like pork.
Chorizo? Yeah, chorizo is not Italian sausage.
That is Italian.
No, it's not. But it's okay. You know what?
I
I'll-
heard that's Italian.
It's okay. I'll get a classic burger.
Classic burger.
Yeah.
With the fried soup.
Can I have half and half?
Fries and soup.
Yes, please. Oh no, fries and salad.
Salad.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about the chorizo.
No.
It's all good.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any food allergy?
Mangoes for
Mangoes?
Yeah.
Mangoes, bananas, and okra.
And okra.
Not really an allergy, I just despise it.
It's funny. They spun like that. That you
Okay.
despise it, you don't like it.
Limoncello story.
How come chorizo is Italian?
Huh? Chorizo?
It's not.
From the
It's Spanish and Mexican.
from sort of the Spanish side of Italy.
Okay.
I've never heard of that either. But you said chorizo, baby, in the pasta.
Yeah.
Well, first off, okay, let's forget where it's from. Chorizo and pasta.
Yeah. No.
Wait, it can work.
That's-
Chorizo and pasta can work.
Where?
What do you mean where? It can work.
In Italy.
Oh, no, I don't care what the Italians do. The Italians are weird, man. You can't drink a certain coffee at a certain time of day. You gotta drink. They got all these rules. Like it's a meat protein.
You know what?
I mixed it with pasta.
You know what? He's a nice guy. We'll just bring him with us. Don't worry about it.
How do you guys call that big plate with like all the cheeses and salamis and
Like a charcuterie.
yeah, chachateri? There's no chachateri. We call it antipasti. This
Charcuterie is like
Listen,
this.
just
antipasti.
Just because the Italians need to make up names for everything that the rest of the world calls whatever they want.
Sure.
You know what? You just smile like I do. Just,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Thank you. That's probably the secret for me
My mom
too.
would say, oh, he's a nice boy. Nice boy. No make sense, but nice boy.
Limoncello. So, as you very well know, my background is from hospitality.
Yeah.
But it's not hospitality like me being behind the bar making this, that, the other. Like hospitality, when I mean hospitality, I was like age of 7, I was sleeping on chairs at the restaurant that my parents were serving, specifically my dad.
Yeah.
And me being at the restaurant, sleeping there, or like hanging out because my parents were there like all day, I had to do something as well. So most of the time I was at the office where all the booze was locked. And one of my favorite times that I was actually in there for about an hour or something, I didn't want to be there, but they put me there. As you very well know, here we have the cartels, whatever you name it, there we have mafia.
Yeah.
But when the mafia comes in, they don't come in just to say hi, they come in for the monthly payment.
Yeah.
And they were like, Christos, why don't you go in the office, see what's happening in there? And it was one of the very few times that the actual bottle locker, whatever you want to call it, the cellar, was like open. And that was the time that I actually fell in love with the whole booze situation, like all these fancy labels and this and that and the other. And that was like the very beginning when I started pretty much getting in this whole world of spirits and alcohol and this and that and the other. And I mentioned before that I was making limoncello with my grandma.
Yeah.
So me being at the restaurant, I might as well help and get some tips out, like passing tables and cleaning
So
after,
you're
like
7 at this point, though.
7, 8, yeah. So I was actually working by the age of 12, working, not because I wanted to, but because I had to.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised you started so late.
So that's why I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, you know what?
He took a vacation.
At 7 or 8, you got to work. You can work. What do you
Baby,
wait till 12?
yeah, baby Clea, she's 5.
Yeah. Let's go. Pitter patter.
Let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Get
Parts,
to the warehouse.
to the
Let's
next
move
thing.
stuff around.
Something.
She can move
Something.
in college, Jack.
Parajak, no.
Well, she can have fun with it.
This year.
You know.
But part of the tipping and everything was the limoncello that we were actually making. So I'm in love with limoncello since very, 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 very young age.
Wow.
And that was actually an idea that was brought up from Lily, that she doesn't even know that story. Not even my wife knows that story. And she's like, limoncello is hot. Like, I think last year or the year before she was in Italy and she fell in love with limoncello. She's like, why don't we do limoncello? I'm like, these people here are not from limoncello.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I think you might surprise yourself.
and she's like, no limoncello. I'm like, okay,
Let's try it.
let's do it.
She's spot on, you know that.
Yeah.
It's gonna fly.
And today that she actually tried it, she's like, oh, I love it. I'm like, don't tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. And she's like, no, it's actually perfect. I'm like, yeah, it's perfect because that's your baby. Like, you came up with that idea. She's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, remember? She's like, oh, yeah, I do remember. I'm like, that's your baby.
No,
So
she's hitting this
All right, Christos, hit me with a bonus. That's my idea.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Phil Chang,
Kenny Vanucci.
I hear you are coming back to the coast toward the end of the month.
That's right.
What's going on in the kitchen?
That's right. I am coming out here for CHFA West.
CHFA West. Why would you be doing that, Phil?
Well, first of all, it's Canada's ultimate trade show dedicated to natural, organic, and wellness products.
Pretty cool. So that's great. But what does that really mean then?
Well, a few things. So if you're looking to stay ahead of the curve or like follow, wellness trends in the industry, you probably want to be at this show. If you want to be able to see, over 900 really cool brands and see some of their innovation, you want to be here. There'll be 6,000 of our closest friends at this show, the industry professionals that we'll probably have to wind up giving out about 6,000 hugs to will be at this show.
Oh, that's okay. I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Retailers, brands, producers,
Brokers,
like everybody?
distributors, co-packers.
So
everybody's gonna
everybody,
be there.
anybody from the industry would be there.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
that's kinda cool.
Yeah, like if you are looking for something, you'll
Right.
want to come to this show. If you're a pro and you want to meet people, you'll want to come to this show. This is a great connection show for anything, wellness, natural, the whole bit.
Awesome. Is it just about the show, or can you learn about I don't know, innovations or insights in other ways.
Yeah. They've got a learning session as well going on that you should check out. You should go to their website and check it out and have a look around. But they do a lot of valuable insights. They teach. You're going to learn about natural health and their organic community.
That's awesome.
And this is that industry that we love, right? They share. We share, we talk about it a lot. We love this industry.
Very cool. Okay, there, folks, you've heard it here. Don't miss your chance to be part of Canada's premier wellness event. Visit chfa.ca today to secure your spot at CHFA West.
And now, back to the podcast.
So
She's commissions now.
Yeah.
well, she's not commissioned, anyways. Like,
Okay.
she takes her
No, I
commission.
think she hit this one spot.
Yeah.
Limoncello is a very popular drink here too. Aperol spritz are popular here.
Aperol spritz are popular?
Limoncello is very popular. Again, you know what? It's never been my go-to ever. Like I could do Aperol spritz like all summer. I could just do a normal prosecco. Also, I could Negroni all summer. But I never go to limoncello. But I could drink this.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I can. And it's because I sometimes find with the limoncello, it's too much alcohol and I don't mind grappa. Like I have no problem drinking stuff. But as one of the sort of the liqueurs go, kind of in that world, it's a little too forward. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's my feeling. But I really do actually enjoy this.
Yeah, I feel like the lemon is.
Yeah, that's a little surprise for you guys.
That's,
Again, it's going to be out April 15th.
Yeah, it's not going to last.
All pre-sold. Well, that's why we have it as a limited
Yeah,
edition.
it's not going to make it to July.
Good.
Yeah, really good. Never mind, good.
Yeah.
So then we got to do fall.
We'll have it for us. We'll have it with us at CHFA, but
For next year's.
we won't get any. Like, it's not for sale. We just have it there for.
Well, how about if people have interest? Like, would you do it again next year, limited run?
If it's a hit.
Yeah, I don't think I have a hard time believing it won't be a hit. Like I know you may not. I get it. I can't see why this would not be a hit. Like in all honesty, but if you try it, I mean, why would it not be a hit?
Let's see.
No, but
And everything about it is.
but lemon is a.
It's special. Like even the packaging you see, like colors and the messaging and everything. It's all limited.
I'm sorry. I think this is easy. I think it's probably of anything you have this be the easiest one.
Well, it's already pre-sold. So.
Yeah, no brainer.
You look at. I mean, even if you look at other categories like Choxo, with that lemon. What's that lemon?
Yeah, the lemon chocolate that they launched.
It's
Yes.
flying.
I tried
think
the
it's-
sweet. Really?
It's flying off the shelves.
I like it.
It's moving like crazy.
I
Yeah.
think lemons is a nice, and it's subtlety of lemon. It's not, you don't want to make the face, not that lemon. Like you just want a little bit of that
Yeah.
nice tartness.
Yep.
It's just, I don't know. I think you're going to kill it with this one.
Let's see.
So what do you do for the fall? Without giving trade secrets away.
For the fall,
Pumpkin.
pumpkin spice latte.
Candy cane, because you got to go to Christmas.
Pumpkin spice latte. That's a good.
Nobody's done that before.
Nobody's done that before. Yeah, just us and another.
Another
Maybe
8,000 other companies.
maybe a banana okra.
Oh yeah.
A banana daiquiri.
Banana daiquiri.
Are they daiquiris or something?
Yeah, daiquiri.
Banana okra.
We thought about doing daiquiri, but like like we do things as long as we enjoy them as well. Like
Well, you have to do it that way. Otherwise, what's the point? I mean, to me, like a Negroni would be sort of the next natural.
yeah,
Right? Because it's just really,
maybe.
it's kind of
Maybe
like,
not.
He's been after the Negroni for what?
I've pitched that about 6
2
times.
years. I think 6 times today you've pitched.
Well,
it.
I'm just throwing it there as maybe a potential idea. Have you ever thought like a Negroni or something like
I
that?
don't know. I gotta try a Negroni first. I haven't tried a Negroni ever. So
Bullshit.
yeah. I probably made more than 10,000.
I would
So
say
far.
you've never had. That's bullshit.
Easy. I've made 10,000 Negronis like easy.
Easy. Right. It's such a great palate cleanser.
Easy.
Right before the meal, it's lovely. You clean it all out, then you have a nice dinner.
I do regret that. I don't know if you know. I started as barista,
Yeah.
right? And then after barista, I was a coffee roaster for a little bit. But coffee, it always has a limit. It always has a ceiling. Like after 7 o'clock, you'll have 1, 2 espresso martinis. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's why and how I jumped into cocktails and all this kind of stuff as well after. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We also thought about an espresso martini, but
It's too niche.
don't do something that is just to do it. Like, we gotta believe in it.
I'm not. It is stupid. It's not my decision, obviously. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no.
Is there a consumer profile for these? Like so like you're kind of after, like the drinks are kind of all
Like a really nice mojito. A nice mojito. It's like
because
it's
they're
all
kind of
sort
like
of.
super like sit on the porch and chill.
Yeah, it's that chill, sort
But
of.
like a coffee martini or like
I don't know.
like they're kind of like I'm going out to the bar for a special time sort of drink, not a I want to chill out and just
Like you want to do a sort, that James Bond sort of feel. That's kind of like the.
I'll give you a trade secret.
And that kind of, that side.
Of what we do and how we do it. Obviously, you don't know about the flavor wheel and all flavors that we all have. So, you have sweet, right? You have bitter,
Yeah.
you have sour,
Yeah.
you have, let's say, kind of umami bitter-ish.
Yeah. Somewhere in there.
And then you have pretty much everything in here.
Yeah.
So, that way, we cover the entire flavor wheel.
yeah.
What are you looking for? Sour? Here. What are you looking for? A little bit more sweet? Here. What are you a little bit more aperitif, like bitter-ish? Here. You're looking for maybe less sweet?
Yeah.
You go here.
Yeah.
I think now I'm just,
Does that make sense?
It makes total sense. You know what I guess I'm at now is now I'm thinking more like the retailer and thinking, I'm just looking for the center in a sense, not so much on the flavor wheel as much as I like the in and out, right? That's a nice summer drink. Done. Now I'd like a nice maybe fall winter drink. You know what I'm looking for? New stuff just to mix it up once in a while, because it's nice to have some variety and someone coming in and saying, "Holy shit, that's new!" Well, and then saying, and it's not just new; it's limited, man.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be new and gone before you know it. So, if you really like this, I'd suggest you
Get on board.
get your shit together, because buy a 24 pack, because it ain't going to be around. Like, this is not going to make it to July. If it's out that early in April, it's not going to last.
It's actually very good news. Is it too loud?
Yeah, maybe just. That's good. Thank you.
Right? But if the May long weekend starts really good, you're going to have half of it gone on the May long weekend. Because that's how it works out at the West, right? That's the first long weekend. Hopefully it's a sunny weekend. It's done.
Yeah.
Right?
So do you think?
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Take it every day. Run.
On top of all the other good problems we have.
Do you do things like, I don't know where it fits in this wheel thing, but like something that you can, again, like a porch drink, like a Long Island iced tea or something like that. Something that, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how...
I'm trying to think of that
like,
too.
I don't know how bougie it is or how pedestrian it is, but like...
But it doesn't have to be for a long time anyway.
The two that I was thinking about, Long Island iced tea, and the other one is like a what's the Spanish?
Sangria?
Sangria. Right? Like both kind of like...
I'm definitely...
I can chill out, I'd like to be able to drink 4 or 5 glasses, but if I'm in a restaurant, that's a bad idea.
I like the mojito. I like the other one you had. Sangria is a tough one because
but the mojito, you have the margarita line.
Well, sort of, but not really, because then it's the mint and that side that is
what
refreshing.
I don't like about this? I don't like if it's a fresh mojito. This is actually the reason why I went to Cuba. Cigars and mojito.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this thing.
Yeah.
Again, but back then, I'm coming from heavy cocktail background.
Yeah.
So, what I don't like about RTDs that's been like mojito and mint and stuff is that they all 100% taste like a toothpaste.
It's hard to get away from it.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's
because
so
of
hard.
the mint.
Yeah.
Because of the mint, most of the time artificial mint.
Yeah.
And
you can't cheat on it. You got to either go proper or you can't, because that was never going to work. Because artificial mint tastes like artificial mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about what's it called? Capriana?
Caipirinha, yeah, which is made with the Brazilian cachaça.
Yeah.
But Brazilian cachaça and rum are very close, and at the same time, mojito and cachaça, caipirinha, and lime margarita, they're very close.
Yeah.
Minus the salt.
Yeah. I'm just looking for. I don't. You want to change your
You
world?
might have said it before.
You know what? All I want to do is I want you to have in and outs. I think you did. I think the concept. Well, we can't. We've said that limoncello how many times now? It's not even out yet. Are we allowed to talk about it?
I don't know.
When are we going to publish this? See, that's the problem now.
No,
You gotta
I
be
can
careful.
push it. When do you launch Limoncello?
April.
Okay, so we
Well, ask him. Don't ask me.
Do you want?
Like if
this
this went on next week, that's too early. You don't want people to know.
It is too.
Okay. Okay.
So we
Did
need to push this out probably like.
Did I ruin the podcast?
No, let's move it.
I'll just hold it.
In the bank.
Well, when do you want it? When do you want it to go out? March?
End of March? Mid-March?
Mid-March.
Done.
Yeah.
Let's do that. No, because that's a good point. Because at the end of the day, now we can leave this all in because now we have to be strategic here. But you know what I do like? I like in categories like this. I like in and outs. I like the core flavors. Like you always have to have Coke and Sprite and 7. You know, you need all those. But it's the cool ins and outs. A limoncello, remedy is gone. Then you bring in whatever the next was, a Negroni, in and out. Just do it for the winter. That's it. And if people say, "Oh my God, that was awesome," you do it regular. No, we do it we'll probably do it every fall or winter.
You gotta wait.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You just gotta
stay tuned.
yeah.
For it,
We'll let you know when it's coming out. Would you like to be on our email list and be the first ones to know? Then you could be pre-sold.
Pre-sold.
Not just pre-sold to the retail, pre-sold. To the real people, the ones you really want, which is the consumer. And then push them to the retailers that you really like.
I do agree 100% on the ins and outs.
They're fun. Flavors is all you
Just
got to
figure out
get.
the logistics part of it, and I don't know what will be the hardcore brand fans, like would they be disappointed? Oh, you know what? Yeah, they just did it. I wish they do it again. But
There's nothing wrong with that, but there's also nothing wrong with everybody yelling at you. And you know what you learn? Okay, well, I guess we're a 5 SKU company now. It's not the worst thing to have 5 on the shelf.
no, yeah.
No, but hang on. There's other ways to do this too. So, like, I don't know if this is in your model, but it's interesting. Is
The other thing you could do for hardcore fans is to turn this thing into a bit of a subscription model.
But I think when you do limited, you can do that. If I had limoncello,
and you want,
We're just gonna have to delete the last 15 minutes. No, 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes, because I'm gonna get technical. The issue with this is that number one is heavy. Thank you so much, sir. Number one is heavy because we tried subscription model and we tried like online sales and like delivery to your doorstep. But the issue with this is the logistics because this is a very sensitive product and we have one of the most harsh winters. So when this is traveling through the prairies, which is -40. Oh, thank you so much.
But you don't need to ship it. You can do subscription model in today's world. Pick up at store.
Yep.
It's going to be in London Drugs, and you go to London Drugs buyer. Say, listen, just so you know, Mr. London Drugs buyer, I think I sold 4 pallets for you. Here's when they're coming to pick them up. Are you interested?
True.
They're pre-sold.
Haven't thought that far.
They're pre-sold, and you could have the person. You could have the person either, have it on a coupon so they go to the store and they pick up and pay at the store. Whatever you want. I mean, it's always got to go to the store. But I'm trying to think of the logistics, but you could probably have some fun with that.
Thank you.
Right? Because seriously, the reason I say London is because in the old days when I was there, they were able to do this cool shit. Like you could do stuff. I mean, I'm sure they can still do it. You just have to work on the logistics. It's not doing it tomorrow.
because then you
Haven't thought that far.
you could actually screw around with flavors for real.
Well, now you can really fiddle, and it could be like pick a flavor.
You
know
could
what the
you could
issue
get
was?
early adopters, so people could, people could get into your test flavors early.
The issue with this is when you ship it from here to Toronto and go through the prairies, which is -40, -30, -35.
We expect icicles.
The whole thing It's frozen
I know.
and explodes.
Yeah.
And when it comes to your doorstep, it's like a drippy, wetty, disgusting box. So that's why we're getting on board with Amazon. And Amazon will get the job done for us.
That's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Amazon, but they don't ship in insulated trucks.
they do actually.
Yeah.
Because Amazon has warehouses in pretty much every city. And the last mile that they do, it's all like small vans and
Is it climate controllable? Like, in all honesty, I don't know.
yeah.
Because you could, if you're in Winnipeg, and it takes a 2-hour round trip to deliver, it's Winnipeg, man. Pretty cool. Does it make? I'm not saying it doesn't. It's really good. These are really good.
Calamari is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an issue that we faced, and
If you pick the right retailers, my friend, I think there's a way where you could have the people go to the store and pick it up and set the dates and just say, listen, you've committed to this, or you've said you wanted this. It's going to be in the stores from these dates. You have the store put 20 cases aside because that's what we told you. Here's the names of people that are coming. I mean, the store in some ways probably
And that's
it's a
the
little
only way you
logistics
get
for
them
them,
to
but I think for them it could be cool too because they're participating in kind of like you've pushed them to my store. Like thank you. Right?
good idea.
Well, look, and then with stores, you have to tell them, don't be dumbasses, right? Like, so don't keep it at guest services at the front. You need to drive them to the back of the store, right?
Yeah,
Because I'm going to help you. They're going to pick all this stuff up. What are they doing? They're going to be sitting on their porch or whatever to drink this stuff. Drive them down those aisles, right? Like, get them down chip and snack and all those sort of things.
Yeah.
So when they leave, they pre-bought the Aelo, but then they've got everything else going for them, right? So
I'm okay for a moment. Thank you.
I'm good.
I'm cool. I don't know. It doesn't have to.
That's
be
a very good
that.
idea.
It's
a
just
very good
or
idea.
there could be some spins around and whatever that means, right?
That is a very good idea. Thank you for that. Truly appreciate it. But other than that, this category is here to stay, man.
No, it's not going anywhere.
This category is here to stay.
If anything, what it's going to end up doing is going to take over the other side. You're going to have a hard. It's going to be in a couple years. You're going to have a hard time finding a beer. It's not going to be finding beer. It's going to be just. Can I have a beer with alcohol in it? Oh, we don't make that anymore. That's going to be. It's getting tougher. It's good. So liquor stores carrying this, right? Like, do you sell this in BC Liquor? Or there's other brands in there still?
That is such a good question. We are one of the very first.
Yeah.
We're one of the very first Canadian brands
Yeah.
that we jumped on the alcohol free. We're with LCBO, AGLC. We're having conversations with BCL again and again and again and again and again and again, and they continue to say no.
Why? Do they carry anybody's?
Yeah, they have a lane.
But why would they? Anyway, that's weird.
Yeah.
They go to the private liquor
Is it-
stores.
Private liquor stores, so many.
Yeah.
Where I don't get that. I don't get it. You don't have a problem with your margins or your model, so why are they balking at?
They say there is no market for it. We don't think that this is going to work, or it's not for us. Or
It could be pressure from the booze guys too.
Because you don't like
it's what?
bananas.
It could be pressure from the booze guys.
Yeah, no,
I mean, big booze
but
companies
they-
pay for things too,
But
right?
they
So
carry non-alcohol, right?
They
They carry
not a
non-alcohol,
lot,
just
though.
not his.
not a lot though. That's what I'm saying. It might
They don't carry a lot.
They may carry 2 brands, and what they're saying is basically, listen, I don't want 6. Because 6 means it has to come out of alcohol.
You have to try this with the sauce.
And they're still a liquor store.
Without the sauce, it's not the same.
Which one, the cauliflower?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. It's they're saying, listen, we don't need 3 brands. I'd argue that that's silly too, but that's a different argument.
So that's something that I've been working on again and again and again and again. And hopefully at some point we'll
You're
figure
right.
it out.
The sauce.
Good sauce.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many neat things you can do.
No, seriously, there's a lot of play now.
Right now we have 5 different SKUs. Again, Limoncello, new, pre-sold.
I like that, man.
Limited edition, all gone already.
So who buys this stuff? Like, is there like, I know everybody can drink it, but is there an age group?
Is it predominantly young women, predominantly young men? Is it old men, old women?
Here's the interesting part. When we initially started, we were under the assumption that females between, let's say, 25 and 45, they're like more active and they want to get things going and they want to do their workout and then have a nice drink, but not the alcohol and the sugar and everything. But turns out we're so wrong. We're so wrong because.
So they're all Kenny's age. Do they all look like Kenny?
Yes. Yes. Literally. Yes. Yes. Literally. Like we've seen guys in their 50s and their 60s that were like, oh, I absolutely love this. Like I can have like barbecue and enjoy my gin and tonic and take the family and drive and go home.
It's a big deal, man.
Why do I have to be wasted on Sunday at 2 p.m.
So
or 3 p.m.?
pick on my age group, which you're in, by the way.
No, no.
You are.
Turning 53, you're
Same.
59.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're
It could be our father, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. If I had a kid like that, I'm okay with it.
You had a kid like right? Actually, I'm in right now.
Think.
Got a new model. This one's a little rusty, a little bit too much of a smart ass.
Working on it. Working on it. I already have it. It turns out we were so wrong because.
So do you skew older? Like even for the women? Like is most of your consumers a little more middle aged as opposed to young?
I'll say that our consumer, male, female, it's between, let's say, 33 to 65.
Really? That skews a lot older than I would have thought. I mean, you are a little more sophisticated,
Like
looking
literally,
and sounding too, right? So maybe that it's not poppy, and it's a little more, it's got a little more of a sophistication. Maybe that's what it. Maybe that's why, right? I'm curious because I don't know.
we do share some of Poppy's target demographic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, first of all, we're premium, like, and that means that we're a little bit higher on.
Right, that's fine. So that knocks a few people out. I think it can be though too. I think the product's actually really good. It makes a big difference, right? It's nicely packaged. It's got an elegance to it, right?
I mean, not to be sexist, but the beach Bellini, it's like a girls' afternoon, right? Girls' night out, girls' afternoon out, Bellinis are.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's gracious. It's the in and outs I can't get past, right? I'm trying to
They're now, yeah. The limited
I love
editions.
that side.
And that's what the actual consumer these days is looking for as well. Something appealing, something unique, something different.
You know what? I bring it home and you like it. You go to the store, I can't find it. Well, I should have bought it in the body, Limited quantities, man. You have to be in the game. I knew because I signed up to his webpage and he told me, 2 weeks before it came out, to get ready, went to the store.
Went to the store, yeah. And honestly, that's why we're gonna have it at CHFA for the people that they already placed their orders.
Yeah.
For at least for them to be able to try it. But we won't be taking any food orders.
Right? That's already 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
But listen, like, okay, so maybe it takes you down roads you don't want to go. But, 35 to 60 now, this takes me into places that are really interesting. Like, so once you're starting to get your retail all settled now, like some of the experiential things you could do, think of how many people when they turn 40, because that's right in the prime of your age group, right? And so 40th birthdays and being able to celebrate
40, 45, 50, all the
Sure,
big
sure.
ones. And the same,
all the
to
big
that
ones,
point
right?
is that you can have a great party and you don't have to.
You're not gonna wake up. You're not gonna wake up.
You feel
Because at 40, you're too old to have people sleeping all over your floor and
You know what's
and
interesting?
bathrooms.
You know what's interesting?
Like, you know.
I've been saying since day one that we're not anti-alcohol.
No, I got that.
No,
We're,
know
we're,
that.
we're, we're not anti-alcohol.
Yeah.
9 out of the 10 consumers that they purchase and they enjoy our product, they start with a beer or with a wine
Yeah.
or with
You
whatever
want to mix it up a
they
little bit. I
drink.
want a little
And
buzz.
then they switch to normal
Yeah.
in order for them to be able to keep going and at the same time be able to
We
function.
also want to drive home safely.
We also want to drive home safely.
Whatever. You got all these other things that we should be worried about. And quite frankly, now there's health components we have to start to worry about. I mean, and that's what they're telling us now. You want to go down the conspiracy and think everybody's telling us bullshit stories, that's fine too. But, doctors are saying, really,
Even one drink.
it's not good for you.
Even
I know,
one
but
drink.
we never grew up on that. One drink a day, a glass of wine a day was good for you. That's what they used to say. What happened?
I wish I can answer this
Too. I wish you could.
question for you, but
Come in.
I
what
don't drink
happened?
much anymore either, though.
What happened from my point of view, to be honest with you,
Good here.
gentlemen, we good?
I don't mean much.
No, I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think
We'll keep picking that, though.
we're fine.
Sure.
Um,
Okay, I'll start mangoes.
Sure. Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What actually happened is, number one, generations are changing.
Yeah.
Number two, people overdid it with COVID,
I think you're right.
being locked up.
I remember being on calls and having a glass of wine at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Because
There you go.
honestly, we weren't going anywhere.
I remember those two because I was on some of those calls.
And at the same time, before we even start with Liquid Intelligence, again with Speakeasy & Co., we do beverage development formulation for some big brands. And I've noticed this, me being behind the bar, like having people asking, hey, man, can you please make my gin and tonic look like that?
Yeah.
Because they're going to make fun of me. And this thing happening like twice or 3 times a night, every night, do the math. See what's happening out there on the consumer's behavior and the people that are going out. I would still love to be part of the party and be part of the fun,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be wasted.
Right. I don't want the feeling.
I don't want the feeling. I don't want the social pressure.
Yeah.
I want to be included. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
exactly who we are and what we're doing
Yeah.
with Aelo.
Which is funny, we used you in the course today. We use actually in the course all the time. We show a picture of your brand and a few others,
Yeah.
but you're the one of the ones we talk about. Like today, we even told them, I said, this guy's a bartender. This is the world he came from. And they were all looking. I said, well, he made it because there's people that, would come up to him and perpetually say, listen, I don't want a cranberry soda because everybody knows it's a bullshit drink and they know I'm wuss that night. Stupid. But that kind of peer pressure where he would make him drinks that if someone tried it, they'd say, okay, he's drinking. Why we had to do that, I don't know. But, it was to kind of show people to listen. You can participate and nobody will bug you because it's what it is. It tastes good. It looks good.
I think what I'm picking at, like my brain's working on this, is now that your distribution is up and running, like what I love about these is, like think of, the thing I'm thinking of, like at Costco, they have a 3-pack of sparkling juice. It's like a 3-pack, it looks like a champagne set. And it's, but it's not. It's not all
Like
right.
Martelli's.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Martelli's. Sort
Yes,
of stuff, right?
yes.
And
Is
so,
it at Costco?
yeah, it's at Costco. It's
My
not
wife-
Martelli. It's
my
something
wife loves
else,
it.
but yeah.
And we
But-
buy it from Savon.
But every time that you when we're gonna do New Year's or something like that, you go buy it, right? And the kids know it, right? Because the kids go, "This is what we drink," right? So if all the adults are drinking champagne, this is what we drink, right? But what I love about this is because you're coming into mainstream and you're starting to go, because of the flavors you have and the way you positioned it, you could become we're the special drink for all the special occasions. So even though
I'm liking that.
you're going to drink it every day, the part that kind of makes you indisposable now is, listen, like, I turned 40, I did have a drink, right? I had a mojito, because I would love that, right? But then, I want to wake up and remember the party the next day, so that means maybe one more mojito and I'm done, right? But it means I can switch and maybe have a margarita lime, do that all night. Nobody would know the difference, necessarily, right? Or if they did, I wouldn't care, right? But then I remember it, and that means that next time I go for another party, I'm going to make sure this stuff's around, right? It's like, it's kind of
there's like this emotional tie, right?
It's
that
sort of
starts to
like,
make
you know, I don't want to say the brand on this, but you know the brand we do with the two drinks? That they're talking about the memories and the emotional feel.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of play.
No,
Right? You
I
bring back the
that.
memories
Like,
of a time.
Why don't I know what you guys talking about? That
because
Because we left you
Yeah.
an hour ago. We're talking about other things now.
yeah.
No, we're
There's-
trying to
there's
just.
I guess this is the AIDS guy.
No, listen.
Yeah.
There's a soda drink that is Canadian, right? And they
We just love my soul. It's our body. We say what we want.
yeah. So, but they the way they talk about it actually is they make a great like probiotic soda, and the reason they
Sugar-free.
do that is because and they it looks like an orange crush, it looks like a grape crush,
Mm.
but they don't want to do pop because pop has a lot of sugar. It's bad for you, right?
Mhm.
So there's a zero sugar, but like taste profile and everything,
It's really
you know,
good.
it's really close, right? And they say, you know, just like when we were kids and we had it, we didn't know. Now we want your kids to have it, but now you know, right? So now you can give them something good
Yeah.
and still think of, you know. So I'm after the same emotional connection for you. It's like you
Would
are
you like to
something that's
remember
really
before
like
you
grow.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of those plays where in the old days, you know what? We all know we turned 40. We may not remember turning 40.
Oh wow.
Do you know what I mean? Because you just missed that whole evening. Would you like to remember when you turned 40? This is what this sort of leads to.
Like,
It's
I
down those
remember-
paths.
Maybe we should trademark that.
Well, you got 6 weeks before this goes live, so.
Maybe we want to trademark that.
But you know what? When it's in the marketing place, because to your point before, it's not about being a non-alcoholic drink per se. It's about being a really nice drink alternative, whatever that means.
That is
It's
exactly.
better than a pop. It's better than having alcohol because there's health implications with alcohol. It's got no sugar. There's really not much detrimental to this. What now? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's fine too. Not everybody likes everything. It's not the end of the world. But what's nice about it, it really lends down a cool path where I can play that.
The goal with this was to be 100% inclusive. There is
Well, I
people.
think it can be.
There's people
Yes.
that they don't want to drink because they don't want to drink. There's people that they don't want to drink because they're on a specific diet. There's people they don't want to drink because they want to keep going the next day. There's people because they're on a specific medication. There's people that are pregnant. There's
There's
a
a
whole bunch
million
of
reasons.
yeah.
And in today's world, it's because they just don't want to drink. That's fine. But you know what? They still want to go to the bar and they still want to go see the house band.
Absolutely.
And they still want to have a good time, but they don't want the pressure of not having a good alternative to what everybody else is drinking. And the problem is now, or the good thing now, is a lot of those people in the bar who are drinking may not want to drink. But they need an alternative. So,
That is so.
Get you some for your limoncello.
Honestly,
I would, no, 100%. I drink this all day.
when is your birthday? You turn 60. When?
60. I turn 60 next year, not this year.
Oh,
Take it easy.
Next year.
Take it easy. 59 in April.
Oh, 15 in April. Okay.
Yeah, don't rush it.
60, please.
Yeah.
Do me the honor. And if you don't want to invite me, I'll actually write it down, and I'll make sure that you do have
I'm all over it.
as much as you want.
Okay, I'm all over that. I'm happy with that. I'd like to remember my 60.
I'll be honored to be your drink of choice that day.
Stupid.